It's lit. We in this shit, podcasting and all that.
There we go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the voice y'all hearing is Brother Baylyn. He's back again.
You feel me?
Another episode. He's part of. I don't want to feel like I'm introducing him because he's part of the Splash Brothers luncheon. Made that official last episode. But yeah, this is. Well, first let me introduce it real quick. First of all, thank you, listeners, for tuning in to another episode of Splash Brothers Luncheon. It's episode 9. And as you could tell from the number, we're just getting started on this, trying to figure out exactly how we're going to do this. But yeah, just like talking to Baylyn yesterday, I think the plan right now is at least every Wednesday, drop an episode. Might be able to do 2 a week. We'll see how it goes. Maybe even do more. But, for now, get used to hearing these voices, seeing these faces. We're just, gonna have at least one weekly episode where we just like recap what's going on in the world. So welcome, Brother Baylyn.
Glad to be here, Brother Hurricane. I'm glad to be here. You feel me?
There we go. Yeah, man. A lot of shipping going on this week.
Fuck yeah, man. It's like as soon as the country reopened up, man, it started being business as usual in more ways than one.
Absolutely. And we're not even fully open yet, So you got both of your vaccines already, right?
I'll get my second shot this weekend, actually.
Okay.
I'm about to be I'm a Moderna man. You a Moderna man or you a Pfizer fella?
Yeah. Pfizer gang.
Pfizer, oh boy. Pfizer. Yeah, the grand opening, grand closing.
They were like, I don't know if they're recalling the Johnson & Johnson.
It's out of here. Yeah, they put a pause on Johnson & Johnson vaccinations because 6 people had gotten a rare blood clot.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of that, everybody that was against the vaccine was already like they just needed that one thing. Yeah, yep, that's all they needed.
Yeah, I mean, straight up, like I was like I was more hesitant with that one because that's a single shot one, right? I was like, not that I know so much about how vaccines work or how they regularly go, but I do remember, as a kid, like all the vaccinations, it was like you did 1 round, then you had a second round. I think even sometimes you had a 3rd round. So, but yeah, just like with the speed, they were producing it, and then one shot is all you need. So,
if anything, everybody should have been more skeptical of the Johnson & Johnson because it's one shot and it's newer. Yeah, but I feel like more people were taking like the Johnson & Johnson shot. Like, yeah, give me that one because it's one shot. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not surprised that something came out of it. I feel like it was only a matter of time before something went wrong. And even then, it's like 6 people out of 7 million. Like,
right.
People are making it seem like everybody, like if you get the Johnson & Johnson, you're gonna get these blood clots and you're gonna die. And it's like, yo, it's either that or get COVID, my G. Like, what you want to do?
Yeah, exactly. Like you get COVID, and we know motherfuckers are dying from that, or having their lives fucked up, or that's like how I always looked at the vaccine. Like, of course, you gotta work the kinks out of it and shit, but it's like, to me, it's like it's better than having nothing. Like I looked at COVID as like a like going into the dark woods, and I feel like the vaccine is like at least you going in there with a weapon now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Better than going in butt naked.
Shit. So, with your wits about you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At least you got a chance.
Yeah.
You ain't got a chance with that COVID. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
at least you got a chance. You feel me? Shit. You got a real good chance of not making it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But there's still folks out there like, no, I'm gonna wait.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait. Funny story. My man's actually got it. He found out he had it today. And he was one of them niggas that's like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't trust the vaccines. You can still get it. I'd rather just get the COVID. I'm like, well, your wish was granted, motherfucker. Now you got COVID. You like quarantining.
You ever said, sit tight, we got you. Yeah, don't even worry.
Yeah, COVID heard you talking that shit like, oh, you want me. Okay.
So, nigga, I was looking for you. Where was you
at? Where the fuck were you? Oh, yeah, I was ducking you. You looking for me? Ah, shit. That's all COVID needed all the COVID needed said, you ain't said nothing but a word, Negro. Yeah. I'm on the way. Drop the pin.
I was waiting for you at the door.
At the door. I was waiting for you at the door.
Nah, but I mean, to each his own. Like,
oh, for sure.
Get the whole, like I don't trust the government shit either.
Heavens
still
no.
like I said, like we seen what happens, like my girl got COVID and she's fine, but who knows how that's gonna affect her. You know what I'm saying? Like
right in the long run.
Yeah. So it's like might as well like try to do something. And plus absolutely. I made sure that when I went and got my shot, I was like the only black person there. So I mean, if they try to kill me, they take a whole lot of white people with them too. So
hell yeah,
we gonna all die together.
Shit be. That's a fact. I remember I asked when I got my first shot. I was like, "Hey, are there a lot of black people taking it?" They're like, "No."
Straight up,
man. A lot of niggas in there.
Around, like, okay, this is good. Okay. He looked like he got money. He look.
There's gonna be a lot of slow singing and flower bringing.
I was checking the vials. Like, yeah, we got to say, okay, all right, yeah.
Oh, you got Pfizer too. Okay. So if you're good, I'm good.
So you got red top? Yeah, okay, me too. We
you got red top? Don't give me no different shit. They're like, oh no, this is for you. This is for you. Fuck out of here. Give me the shit you giving Harvey Weinstein and shit. Give me the same shit you giving him.
Exactly. Well, he's in jail, ain't he? Isn't he?
Oh, he deteriorating, brother. They say he's like. He's blind. He's losing his hearing. Good. It's looking bad for Harvey. But all right, shit. I'm rolling up that Harvey pack right now.
Every day. Fuck that.
That shit about to have me sky high. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, man. There's a bunch of things that happen.
Crazy shit going on in the world, brother.
Anything like you want to start with?
On your mind? I think first things first, to take care of housekeeping, we have to speak about the tragic loss of life that happened in Minnesota.
Absolutely. R.I.P. Daunte Wright.
Daunte Wright, 20 years old, man.
Young man, young father. Yeah, man. Let's do a moment of silence real quick. There we go. Yeah, man. I mean,
it's a tragedy, man. Like, and it's crazy because I think like 7 other people died from police-related shootings like that week. Like, if you give me a second, I'll look the names up. Okay. But in several different states, like people, and it's like, how often can this happen before it becomes like, all right, you know what I'm saying? We can't. This simple. When is enough? Right. How many more precincts we got to burn down? Right. How many more targets we got to loot? You feel me? Yeah. For people to still come out, for even the president to come out and say, oh, we don't condone looting and rioting. Like, bro, that's clearly the effect of the cause being cops shooting innocent people. You feel me? Put the 2 and 2 together and get the answer. You feel me?
Exactly. Cause and effect, like what you said. Cop said it was an accident. Grabbed the wrong. I thought it was, she was a 26 year veteran. You know, I don't think Einstein to know your left from your right.
Right, you keep it on different sides of your body.
No,
how you miss? Yeah. And they pulled the man over because he had apparently there's a law in Minnesota where you can't have anything hanging from your rearview mirror. It's like conflicting stories. That's what they said they pulled him over for. He had warrants, but the situation with the warrant is that they sent the warrant to the wrong address.
Right.
So they sent his warrant to the wrong address, and then they were like, yo, you got a warrant out. Do you know that? And it's a shame. The ineptitude of the police is constantly on display, and people still go out of their way to defend these people. Like they're clearly not trained no matter how much money, and we're sinking money into the police department.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Like I think in New York alone, the police get $10 billion or $10 billion of the budget, the budget on one, or they get like a large portion of the budget. It's like some like
huge
large number. And that shit is insane. You know what I'm saying? Like they're cutting funding from schools every day. They're cutting funding from public housing every day. But police get like in New York, they got robot dogs in New York.
Right. Yeah.
I swear to God, that shit is insane.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, and like you said, I mean, yeah, I believe he did have a warrant. I don't remember what it was for, but even if you're, you don't, warrants ain't supposed to come with bullets, like even if he had just robbed a store, the lock him up. You know what I'm saying? You're not the judge, jury, and executioner. The penalty for, there's not too many laws where the penalty is there's no crimes where the penalty is death on sight. Like no, lock
automatic due process. We do get that too, and it's a shame. I mean, but as far like from what we know as of right now, she has resigned. She's been charged with second-degree manslaughter, which I don't understand because he died on the scene.
Right.
So, and from what I can tell, manslaughter is only given to when they die in the hospital. But different laws, different states or whatever. Yeah. But she's getting, her name is Kim Potter. So the murderer, Kim Potter, is getting charged with second-degree murder. So as far as second-degree manslaughter, as far as we know, she is on the track to getting charged for this. But we all know how shit goes. You know what I'm saying? Do you think they're gonna convict? Do you think they're gonna be able to get her? Are we going?
I feel like we talked about this last time. I was like, I don't know. Even with the whole George Floyd thing, even murder caught on tape. You know what I'm saying? Like 9 minutes, and I don't know. That's what's. Are
you keeping up with the trial?
Not really. Like if I see I've seen like a couple clips of just like some of the testimony, but I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't even see the video because it's just like I've seen it. I don't need to see the video. I've seen enough over the years. You know what I'm saying? Just but you hope that justice eventually comes, and so
rest in peace
straight up
to Daunte. Rest in peace to the other lives lost by the hands of police violence. And we just hope that one day we can get justice too. That's all we ask for. And I feel like we should stop asking for justice. It's gonna get to a point where it's like, what are we asking for? They're not gonna give it to us. So you're gonna have to take that shit one day.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see. I don't know. Like I said, that's I feel like that's like the most difficult thing is like, I don't necessarily know what to say, or you ask, hey, what do you think would fix this? Like, I don't have like a concrete answer. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know ain't no thing you or I could do to change this shit overnight. Yeah.
There's nothing we could do, but shit. It sucks. It really does suck. You feel for him, man. I feel for everybody that's having to go through this. His family have to go through this ordeal and shit like that. Just having to sit there and look like, yo, my child's not here because of this person's ineptitude.
Yeah.
At worst, at best, they're ineptitude. At worst, they're racism. And it's crazy to think that that's the parameters. Like, it's either they were completely incapable of doing their job correctly, or they're fucking evil.
Yeah.
It's tough, man. It's tough. But let's get into some good shit. Let's get into some funny, some happy news.
Well, I mean, I feel like while we're here, I mean, I feel like we haven't done it yet. We gotta send a rest in peace to DMX.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can kind of turn that in kind of a more of like a celebration of his life, of his talent. That's what I've been seeing. That it's been encouraging. Like someone made the point the other day. Is like I haven't seen this type of reaction since Kobe died. Of just like you just see all these positive stories, and I agree with that. This one didn't hit me. I don't. It didn't hit me like Kobe's did. But I mean, it's still another loss to the community. But like I said, it was encouraging, like to see just all the positivity that he brought to people's lives. And yeah, man, I know you as a native New Yorker, I don't know if it hit you a little bit differently.
It was tough. It was tough because like DMX was very transparent through his music about what he was going through. I don't know. I don't really think he was like, I'm a fiend, I'm dealing with drug addiction and all shit like that. But you could you hear enough stories about how they would go to studio sessions with DMX and DMX would smoke crack in the studio sessions and nobody would say anything. Like DMX, like I remember Fat Joe did an interview on Drink Champs with Nori about him going to a DMX session and DMX spent majority of the session asleep, like comatose almost. He only woke up, did his verse. If they needed him to do it over, they couldn't get a hold of DMX. Like I think the thing that made him so captivating was the fact that he laid his soul bare in his music and everybody was able to see it. And if you were going through something similar, even if on like a minor scale, you were able to be like, yo, he's talking that shit that I need to hear. You know what I'm saying? And as he got older, he kind of became like a tale of like, oh, this is somebody who was rehabilitating himself and doing what he needed to do to get better. And it kind of sucks that he succumbed to his addiction because it's like, it lets you, if anything, it shows how tough it is to really get clean, you know? Like he had access to money. He was a person of affluent stature and he succumbed to drug addiction.
Right.
So it kind of shows like, it was kind of tough to see him go out like that, but he seemed like a person who was very content with how his life had gone out. On the last thing he was on Drink Champs himself, and he told Nori, he said, hey, if I died today, like God forbid, but if I died today, my last thoughts would be, I lived a good life. So he sounded like a person who had lived several lives over for enough people, for like at least 20 people over. And he was like, really just, I did what I came on this planet to do. If I touched anybody with my music, you know, I'm just glad he's at peace now. Truly no one ever dies because you cherish the memories with them. That's how they live forever. So, you know what I'm saying? But when DMX in New York, bro, it was different when he was out. You know what I'm saying? Like there was nobody doing it like X was doing it.
Straight up, man.
Straight up. Rip Earl, man.
Yeah, I was
glad he's at peace.
No, I was just thinking about
that man is at peace. You were saying?
My bad. My bad. You got it.
You good, brother. Nah, you got it. I'm done talking. You got it, big dog.
I'm just gonna say, like, I felt like he was definitely like one of the first rappers to where I had, if it wasn't the whole verse, then it was parts of his verse memorized. Like I remember when Rough Riders anthem came out. You know, I remember when, you know, Party Up came out. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember, you know, my older sister who didn't really listen to hip hop like that. Like I remember she was, you know, the whole grandma wishing your soul's at rest, but it's hard to digest with the size of the hole. And like my sister was saying, you know what I'm saying? Like I remember that at you know, 8 years old, 9 years old. And we, you know, we were in California, you know what I'm saying? That was, I think Bomani made the point of like, he was like one of the first New York rappers that after the beef, you know, the East Coast, West Coast beef, you know, after Biggie and Tupac was murdered, he was kind of the first one to kind of cross over and hit everywhere in the States, you know what I'm saying? To kind of like bridge that gap that was made. And yeah, I agree with that, you know what I'm saying? Because like, you know, to reach us all the way in, you know, Modesto, California, you know, in a house where, you know, rap wasn't allowed, you know what I'm saying? But it still got through to us. And yeah, I remember, you know, like having, you know, that verse memorized and that's the whole thing. Like, you know, like you said, like you could feel he was very, you know, Tupac-y in that way of just like, even if you couldn't relate to it, you know, I couldn't relate to shit that he was talking about, you know what I'm saying?
Hell no, nigga was a crackhead at the end of it.
Yeah, but it's like you could feel, you know, and I feel like that's the beautiful thing about music, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the music that I love the most, the one that, you know, the stuff that you can feel and, you know, you believe the stuff that the person's saying, even if you don't relate to it, you know what I'm saying, personally. And
absolutely, that shit touch your soul, man.
Absolutely. I
felt it when Cisco sang "I'm gonna be a nigga for life." I felt that. I'ma be a nigga for life. Man. When he went on that vocal riff after that, that's me. That was my soul. Or when my favorite verse from DMX has got to be his verse on 4321. It's him, Method Man, Redman, Cannabis, and LL Cool J. And he just comes out with that energy that's straight out the dog. Because if I catch you when the sun is down, run it, clown, come up off that. Just that, it gives me goosebumps still. That man was different. You know what I'm saying? He was different. The stories that came with it. I remember Jadakiss told a story about how because Jadakiss and DMX are from the same area, from the same hood in New York and from Yonkers. And DMX was a stick-up kid. So DMX, but he didn't run down on you, give me your shit with the gun. He would come down with his dog Boomer and be like, give me your shit before I let Boomer off on you. And he was almost like Omar from The Wire, hey, Earl coming. Come around with that dog on that chain. You get kicked straight. If you catch you when that sun is down, run it, clown. Come up off that. Even when he was a celebrity, he was still robbing people.
Damn. Hey man.
That man, truly built different to his last moments.
Absolutely. Yeah. Speaking of his dogs, there was I wish I could remember who was in the interview. But it was, out of the countless that have been airing the last couple of weeks. But someone was saying someone who I guess grew up with him, where it was he had his dog trained to where the dog was ad-libbing for him.
I remember it was Murder Mook that said that. Murder Mook said that he would be freestyling and the dog would bark and he'd be like, yo, chill, I got it.
Yeah. God damn, man.
He built different, but rest in peace to Earl Simmons, man. I hope he got the peace he was looking for all throughout his life.
There you go.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely, 100%.
There we go.
Feel me?
All right.
Well, what else happened in the world, my guy?
Yeah, what's up with your boy Kyrie, man? What's going on?
I mean, would you let a German person call you nigga?
Oh boy.
I'm saying, because I don't know how Dennis Schroeder sound, but if he sounded like, you know what I'm saying, Sprechen Z and all that shit, I'm not letting him call me no nigga no way either. Exactly. He ain't talking he talking like Dolph with an F, not Dolph with the PH. You feel me? Then that nigga might come a little different from a nigga from the Deutschland. You feel me?
It's a good point. The video is so funny to me because it seemed like it didn't. It's one thing if Schroeder had hit a shot and then he said, he had barked nigga at him or something, okay, I could kind of, but it seemed like Schroeder was just hey man, you right here, you
word social distance, brother. Let me get 6 feet. Goddamn, man, you all right?
Yeah,
verbatims, and it's crazy because it's he wasn't even tripping off of what Kyrie was on, and Kyrie was like, "You call me what? I ain't no nigga, boy." Kyrie be on 10, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Do you think Kyrie was justified for doing all that, or you think it's more his antics?
I mean, you think you're saying? Do I think he was justified for not wanting
for his reaction? Yeah,
I mean, I thought you can feel however you gonna feel. I'm not gonna, tell somebody that you should be okay with somebody calling you nigga. But in that instance, in that video, from what we saw, I mean, it didn't look like. And I have heard black people say nigga in an offensive way. I remember I used to be buddies with this dude from Nigeria, and there was a couple times when he would say, I'm like, hey man, that kind of
you relax.
I mean, it's possible for sure for a black person to, because there's some black people who only say it in a negative way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, but in that instance, it looked like, Schroeder was more like chill out, like back up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I mean, yeah, to go above and beyond. Let me find the tweet because I want to, for the uninitiated.
The tweet is glorious.
The tweet is glorious. Yeah. That was what I really wanted to comment on. Let's see if I can find it. I'm supposed to have this already pulled up, but basically, Kyrie was. I mean, we don't have to read it. Kyrie was basically saying how it's a derogatory term, and basically nobody should use it, and we're above this, and basically making it seem like that's what's holding Black people back is that word, which I'm completely against. I disagree with. I don't disagree with you not wanting to be called that from anyone. That's your personal choice. But what always bothers me about that, just like in anything, just like if somebody becomes vegan and now all of a sudden they're trying to, it's like, okay, I understand if you have something that you want to share, but don't bogart me with it. Don't try to be dogmatic. Just like nobody should be saying it. Nobody should be eating meat. It's like, okay, like that's the way you want to live. I respect how you want to live. I won't feed you meat. I won't call you nigga, but don't try to impose the way you live on me. That was the issue that I had with it.
I get that 100%. I'm kind of shocked that there's anybody in the 21st century that's like that wasn't born during like Jim Crow that has a problem with nigga. Because like if we take a look at like who Kyrie is, like since getting into the league, like Kyrie Irving's never come off as like the type that's like, oh, don't call me no nigga. Like we all remember when they won the chip and Kyrie Irving was on that boat with all them white women,
right?
Talking about Big Blood and Suwoo and all that shit. He's kicking it with the white people different now. He kicking now. He enlightened third. He go by Lil Mountain now. He going by his Native American name. He talking about he calling everybody king and queen. So it's like Kyrie Irving's character arc is very, very intriguing. Like where is he going to be next? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like kind of surprising to see like any Black person under the age of 50 saying that like, oh yeah, nah, don't call me a nigga. Don't call me no nigga, bro. I ain't no nigga. Because it's like we grew up with the N-word being like a term of endearment. We never was like, you can't eat here, nigger. Like we never got that. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like shocking to be like, you really not fucking with nigga, bro? Because it's like nigga can be both a threat and a term of endearment. Like my nigga can be like, yo, my nigga, I'll die for you, and my nigga, I'll kill you.
Yeah.
So it's like it's kind of weird. Like I don't know how you can see that as like, this is detrimental to us. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't see it that way.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I agree with you. I don't see it that way. I think, like you said, it can mean. Someone was saying, I saw on Twitter the other day that niggas are aloha. Points were made.
That's facts.
But it's like I said, if you don't, like I said, if whatever, if you don't want, let's say you didn't want me calling you, Baylyn, you know what I'm saying? You had a different, you're like, hey, only my family calls me that. Like, it's fine, blah, blah, blah. But don't, if I have another friend named Baylyn, if you run up on me like, hey, what didn't I tell you that? Like, I'm not talking to you, nigga.
Nigga, like this. This don't concern you.
Yeah.
Lil Mountain, go over there.
And then that's the whole thing with Kyrie too. Like he, once the whole flat Earth kind of comment, which he'll never be able to live down, or not comment, but flat Earth belief that he was pushing, and then try to come. Oh, I was just trying to encourage thought, and it's like, okay, I hate people like that. Like I don't have a problem. I don't know Kyrie. I don't have a personal problem with him. I love him as a basketball player, but he just comes off as one of those people who, maybe took a semester or a few classes or something, or a few YouTube clips of something, and then now they're going to try to come and like teach you, and I'm so much more enlightened. Like he comes off as a person who automatically thinks that he's smarter than you, which, if you're more intelligent, that's cool, but you better be able to back it up. You can,
absolutely, you better be ready to tell me that shit.
Yeah, you can't be a flat Earth nigga and a more intelligent
facts
person than me. I ain't met one of them yet.
Exactly. It's either you just because you got a kufi on don't mean he that right. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like The nigga got a walking stick and he walk around with Sao Paulo or whatever the fuck it's called. That don't mean you smarter than me, my nigga.
Right.
Feel me?
Exactly.
Like, I ain't letting no nigga who's dating white women 2 years ago gonna tell me to say nigga or not say nigga.
Right.
Fuck out of here.
Exactly. Just because, you know, I don't care how many bean pies you eat, that don't, you know.
Facts.
Yeah.
You think Kyrie Irving be listening to Dr. Umar? Or like Tariq Nasheed and them niggas, them hidden collar motherfuckers?
I hope not, man. I hope not. I wouldn't be surprised, but I hope not. Because I haven't heard like any like misogynist stuff out of him. Yeah. Like, homophobic shit. But I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked if I don't know if Umar got a podcast or whatever, but I wouldn't be shocked if Kyrie was made an appearance soon. I would be disappointed, but I wouldn't be shocked. I would, you know, like
Kyrie donating to the fucking Marcus Garvey boys school for exploratory.
Where's the school at, man? All these millions of dollars people didn't.
Shit, all them donations he done asked for, and all them gifts and all them seminars he done held. And this motherfucker still ain't built the school, ain't seen a schematic, ain't seen a floor plan, none of that. Fuck that nigga Umar, man.
Absolutely.
Speaking of being loud and wrong, you see that motherfucker Brandon Marshall almost pop a blood vessel?
That picture, that meme, it still haunts me to this very day, man. Like, I don't want no one to yell at me like that. Like,
bro, you saw that motherfucker's brain trying to push through his forehead. And he was
you need a hug, don't you, bro? Like, let's hug it out, man. Let's, you know, like, take it down.
I ain't that passionate about nothing in my life, bro.
Yeah.
To be like, I'm gonna stand up and point and yell angry?
And
hell no.
Like
hell no.
Super Saiyan or something.
Shit.
Popping out.
Yeah, he one of them niggas that think like, yeah, I'm smarter than you.
Yeah. And if you don't believe me, I'm gonna yell at you. Do you feel the same way? That's just always crazy. People try to win arguments by being the loudest.
That's all. You ain't never gotten that mode about nobody. You ain't never argued that loud where you was like, nah, I might have to fucking kill somebody. Niggas don't hear what I'm talking about. Somebody gonna die in here.
I don't know, man. Like I said, I don't know what I feel like. You know, I think, especially now, like I'm at the age where I'll just, you know, I'll let you believe I'd walk away. Like I can't really imagine yelling over, because especially when he like yelling about NBA contracts or something, and then he was wrong.
Yeah, we the same running back. We supposed to get the same type of bread. That multiple personality just sort of kicking Brandon Marshall ass, boy. That motherfucker was angry. I think the one thing where I've ever gotten like angry where like, nah, I might have to fight this motherfucker was when I was like high school arguing about LeBron when he went to Miami.
Yeah,
bro, I was like at war every fucking day. And she was like, oh, you like LeBron? He's a quitter. And I'm like, no. I used to get so angry.
But see, what did you say? You said high school.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, me and my boys at that age, yeah, we used to argue about, you know, at that level about pizza, you know what I'm saying? But as a grown man, like, no, like, you know.
You don't get down like that about nothing. You could have a disagreement. It's like, all right, bro, it really ain't that serious. Yeah. Man's just like, nope, I'm going to let y'all know how wrong y'all are, and y'all going to see every vein in my forehead.
Yeah, man. I guess. But yeah, speaking of crazy stuff, Baylyn, what's this I'm hearing about? You were throwing some ush bucks. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Oh yeah, last the dude, you got to get in tune, bro. Me and Usher was in Vegas in the club going up. I had about 5 bottles. He about like 5, you know what I'm saying? And he, like, you know what I'm saying, he tossed me some money, and I see he got his face on the money, man. And he was giving them out to the strippers, and they was dancing on them too, man. It was crazy. You should have been there, Hurricane. I tried calling you, but I ain't get no service in the club, man.
Stilettos look like they hurt. I ain't trying to get stomped out by no strippers. Can you imagine how angry? Can you imagine how angry you would be You come home counting your money, and you see fucking Usher Raymond's face, Mr. Confession's face on some dollar bills. Oh my god. Oh my god. And then he was like flaunting it too. Like someone was like pulling up pictures of him with like he had like he was I don't know if he was trying to sell these, you know, if he had like a clothing line with his money and his face print. Like, come on, man, that's fucked up, man. It's funny, but it's fucked up.
Apparently, he has a Vegas residency. In all seriousness, he has a Vegas residency, and the money was supposed to be promotion, and that he paid.
Yeah, okay.
He's paying for bottle service and all that shit. But facts don't matter, my guy. Like once we seen the Ush buck, it was over with. Usher was in the strip club throwing Ush bucks. He's M. Bison. Remember from the Street Fighter movie, Bison Bucks. Usher Raymond M. Bison. And hey, not for nothing, the black man trying to get a currency going. We buying Elon Musk Bitcoin and Ethereum.
That ain't
but we're not
to it.
We ain't trying to get down with Ush bucks. I don't understand. We do it to ourselves, my brother.
Look, once they start accepting Ush bucks at McDonald's, then okay, maybe. But until that's not how you like. Hey, I got this new currency. I'm trying to get off. Can I pay you in that? Like, no.
I'll pay you in 50 Ush bucks. Do you take Ush bucks?
Yeah, like Chappelle said, I can't buy strippers and
Disney dollars.
With what was it? Disney dollars. Disney dollars. That was fucked up, man. That's hella fucked. It was funny.
Oh yeah.
I can't imagine how hot I would be.
Bro, imagine you just did like 40 fucking backflips on a stripper pole to the Dreams and Nightmares intro just to get 5 Ush bucks. You thinking Usher was throwing hundreds at you? Nigga was throwing fucking Monopoly money. I'd be fucking furious. I'd be like, where the fuck does Usher live?
Yeah, exactly.
Show me where Usher lives. I'm killing this nigga tonight.
I feel like that's one of the scariest sights. If you look outside your window, you got 10 strippers in stiletto heels, and you know you ain't hire them. Like I'm not coming outside. No, ma'am.
Who sent y'all?
Exactly. I know how
y'all know where I live.
Strong y'all are. I ain't catching no.
I'm convinced a stripper can run a 40-yard dash in 4 seconds,
bro.
Stripper's strong as shit, bro. Strong as shit.
You know. I mean, I'm gonna be fully transparent, all right. You know, so I grew up in a house with 6 women, and I may or may not have tried to walk in heels at one point in my life, and that's difficult.
Whom among us? Whom among us?
That's difficult. It takes strength. It takes coordination. You know what I'm saying? And if these motherfuckers running and doing flips, and no, I don't know.
Shaking ass and some shit for hours, bro. For hours.
Yeah, it's not the kind of problems you want at all.
Stripper strong as shit.
Yeah,
I seen a stripper rip a door off the hinges behind some money. What
kind of club was you at?
Shit, New York strippers built different, bro. And strippers talk like they be in the service. New York strippers talk like they in the fucking service. I remember I seen a stripper on a bus. And I was like, ain't you Chris? She's like, not when I'm a civilian. I'm a civilian right now. My name is Carol. I was like, a civilian? You're not going to Fallujah, motherfucker. You work at Starlets. You a star tender.
Hey man. That's a whole day. It's a different type of service, man.
Shit. Salute.
Behind enemy line.
Oh fucking strippers behind enemy. Just picture strippers in camo, bra and panties.
I've seen that outfit before. Yeah.
Oh hell yeah. You funny motherfucker, dude. I swear to God.
So what's up? There was another thing that was on Twitter. Some dude had made this most awkward date thread.
Boy,
there was some jewels in there, man. That I was like reading that yesterday for like a couple hours just scrolling. Like, couldn't be me.
Couldn't be me.
There was some jewels in there, like straight up.
Brother, you got any you want to share with the listeners? Anything you willing to share?
See, okay, I thought it says it just said most awkward date period. I thought it said most awkward first date. I got one for first. I didn't think about like just in general, but first date for sure. I remember. I mean, yeah, it was pretty much a date. Like I had asked this girl. We were in school. This is like 2013. This is like almost a decade ago. And we were in the same class. And I just like asked her, this is when I was living on Treasure Island. And I was like, yo, you want to like just get some ice cream?
Nigga, you lived on Treasure Island?
Yeah.
So there's treasure on that island? Like what? How does like? Don't skip over that. You lived on Treasure Island, my nigga.
Only do you consider meth treasure? That's what I said. A whole lot of meth users and radiation, and it's beautiful. It's definitely like the views that I would see in the morning, walking to class was it's beautiful. It's beautiful. But whatever treasure that it's been replaced by meth and rocks.
Fucking fat shards of glass.
Yeah, straight up.
But go ahead, bro.
Never seen meth used so openly,
right?
Yeah. But so I was like, let's I would get some ice cream and like sip, which was a bad idea because water's fucking cold as hell. But so we weren't there for that long. But anyway, this is what happened. So there was after class, I had like went up and like got changed. We were supposed to meet there, and I remember like coming down, I had saw what I thought was her friend because like that I had seen them around. It was like another girl, and I was like, oh hey, do you know where such and such is? And I was like, she's not answering her phone, and she was like, oh, nah, what's up? I was like, oh nah, we were just like supposed to get some food. And I'm just making sure we're meeting at the right spot. And so the girl like gave me a look and was like, nah, I haven't seen her, but I'll let her know. So I was like, okay. So anyways, ended up meeting her. We got some ice cream. We're just sitting there chilling, blah, blah, blah. And then like I bring it up. Come to find out, I don't know if I found out this time or if it wasn't until a couple months later or a couple weeks later. Apparently that was her girlfriend. And I'm like, ma'am, if you got a girlfriend, why you ain't tell me? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, and that was, so basically for the duration of, because the girl left school before I did, like it was a little program. So she left before I did, but for like the duration, the girl would just be like ice grilling me. Every time that's the first time I ever been. And it's like, it's a different type because it's like, we all been in a situation where it's a dude who's like, okay, maybe it's somebody's ex or they like the girl that you're talking to. But it was like, one, I'm the innocent one. I ain't know. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I asked her and like, or I demanded that she have some cookies and cream, ice cream with me by the water. Like, nah, I asked her. She was like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yo, why you get mad at me? But that's, I ain't gonna that's
control your woman, man. That ain't my problem. She chose you, Hurricane. That ain't your problem.
But it's weird because it's like, I'm not gonna fight this girl. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like what? But at the same time, like so it was like one of those like, okay, she run up on me, like I'm gonna defend myself, but it's like it's weird. Like I didn't know, and I still don't know how to handle that type of situation. Just like, if you talking to a girl and another girl is upset with you or she don't like it, like what is, we supposed to talk about it? We not, we supposed to. So that's what made it awkward. It was just like, one, you're dumb and you're hella fucked up for doing that to your girl, and two, like I don't really know what. And that's the other thing. Like I remember we were supposed to hang out. I don't know if that's what I'm saying. I don't know if I found out that time that was her girl, or was another time we were supposed to hang out, and I was like she wanted to smoke, and I was like, yeah, what's your number? Blah blah blah. And she was like, oh, I don't know if her phone was off, and she was trying to give me the girl's number. And the girl was like, I was like, why are you guys acting so weird? Like, I didn't know that y'all were like in a relationship, or you guys were lesbians or bi. So I'm like, oh yeah, so should I get her number or your? And they're like looking at each other, looking at me, and I'm like, am I being weird here? Because I'm like, we didn't want to hang out. Like, how are we supposed to hang out? And then like, yeah, I think I found out later, like, oh yeah, we were together. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? So early 20s. One of them shitty ass situations. It was fucking nuts.
That's ridiculous. My man said she had a girlfriend. The girlfriend, we texted the girl like, "Yo, can Charlene come outside this weekend?"
Like, why are you guys being weird? Like I'm not. That's why I'm like, wait, am I? Let's see. I meant literal ice cream by the water. And my phone number. This all seems, But what's
you're being very straightforward.
Yeah. So, and that's what. So basically, yeah. That's very obvious.
Blew my story out the motherfucking water. Shit. But if anything, I top that one. So, our most awkward date I think I've ever been on was on my birthday. So my birthday's on Valentine's Day, and I've never been on a date. And I always get my tax return, and I was in school, so I always get my tax return and my refund check reimbursement around my birthday. So I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna go on the date. Goddamn it! I had met this girl on Tinder. This was like last year. Like I think it was last year before like the pandemic kicked off. Mm-hmm. So I linked up with this one girl. I forget her name, but she was in a fraternity. Mm-hmm. Or sorority rather, and we go on a date, and like in the pictures, like feel me in the pictures, you could kind of see that she had something on her lip, but I was like, nah, it's like a shadow, because the light, kind of like how the light's casting down on me right now, is how her pictures were taken. So I'm like, all right, you could kind of see it, but it could be a shadow. We get to the date, brother, full mustache, full stash, bro. Like she looked like she tried to like take it down with the clippers, and it was growing back already. So we talking, and I just can't stop staring at that mustache. I can't stop. Like, shorty's talking, she's telling me all about her stuff. I'm trying to be a good date, but it's just like mustache. Yeah. Mustache. She got a mustache, bro. Like, so now I had already had plans to meet up with somebody else from that date. You know what I'm saying? So shorty's like, oh, can you drive me home? I'm like, actually, I can't. I'm gonna drive you to the train station. I'll drive you to the train station. And then we out. So I drove to the train station, linked up with the other shorty, drove back to Staten Island, because I think I was in Manhattan or I was in Brooklyn. I was in Brooklyn. And drove from Brooklyn to Staten Island with shorty. We went to the seafood's place, and shorty ran up a check. She had king crab, sea lobster tail, all types of shit. And I'm sitting here with $18 calamari. I'm like, you better finish all that shit. We get back to my crib, because I had class the next day. We get back to my crib, when we chilling in the bed, I'm like, all right, we about to get down. I go to lift the covers up to get in the bed. Boy, you would have thought I thought she brought the seafood to bed with her. Oh, nope. Brother, let's just say some hygiene issues had gone unchecked. And brother, I never wanted to die so bad.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Okay. This is the same girl with the mustache, or this is
a completely different woman. This is a completely different woman.
Okay. Because I was about to say, like, what did she do to switch it from going to the train station? But okay. Yeah, man. Shit.
Yeah. So I had two terrible, awkward dates where people was just not taking care of their bodies. You feel me?
Yeah.
And the crazy part is, it's my birthday. I paid for both of them.
Yeah. Hey, man, it happens. I mean,
that was a shitty birthday.
Yeah. Fishy birthday.
Shitty motherfucker. A fishy birthday, if you ask me. Well, the worst part was I had to air my room out the whole day because she just stunk my room out.
Yeah. My whole thing is like, I don't understand it from women. I don't understand it from men. It's like, how do you not? You ever, you've been around people that like haven't taken a shower, and it's like, why are you so confident about, being around me, and you don't smell yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know, like, I'm not talking about, because sometimes I'm not talking about someone who, is homeless or whatever, but it's like, nah, nigga, I see the deodorant right there. You just like, I never understood.
You're just lazy.
Yeah. Nasty. So I don't know, man. Like, yeah.
Folks is filthy, man. Folks is filthy. And she had the nerve to use my toilet the next day and clog it.
Yeah.
Clog my toilet.
Wait a minute. So she stayed over, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Your boy was in the drought, man. Your boy was in the drought.
Hey, man. All right. That's shout out to you for divulging.
Hey, it was before your boy was in a drought. You know what I'm saying? I had to swim through the Gowanus Canal real quick. Saying I had to put the wetsuit on.
Shit.
Had to do one of these.
Yeah. All I can say is I'm happy you're still with us, Baylyn. I'm happy you didn't.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah.
Just get radiation poisoning.
Yeah. You could either get your ass beat by the chick with the, extra testosterone in her body, or you could have turned into Aquaman.
Look at Jason Momoa. Shit, I'm lucky I ain't disintegrate. Acidic ass pussy.
Yeah.
pH balance all the way the fuck off.
Yeah, man.
Oh shit.
Sometimes I kind of admire people like that to a certain extent. Like people, who have the confidence to talk to you, a stranger that haven't brushed their teeth. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then just right here. And it's like, man, like I wish like I didn't give that much of a fuck. Like, not in that situation, because it's like, you know what I'm saying? But just like, I wonder, you just hope that they have that type of confidence in every area of their life. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, man, you could go far, bro. Like,
shit me. Like, with confidence like that, you could take over the world. Yeah. You forgot to put on deodorant and you standing next to me?
Yeah, you got your arms all up and doing stretches and
saying hey, pronouncing the H and hey. Knowing your breath smell like the bottom of somebody's shoe.
Why is that, man? How come people with dirty, they always got something to say to you that it's like a private conversation. They gotta whisper it to you.
Hey, you got the time? Oh my god! Time for you to floss, man.
I got one thing underrated about the about the about the pandemic is now it's like, you gotta be face to face with yourself. If your oral hygiene ain't right, I remember someone that made a tweet like, man, you know what I hate about these masks? They stink. These masks it's like, nigga.
It's not the masks that stink, I have some bad news. I'm afraid I have some bad news.
Jesus.
Ain't nothing like mask breath. That shit'll humble you. Like, woo, my breath is high.
Yeah.
I keep gum in my car now.
Straight
because
up.
of mask breath.
Yeah, man. I went to me and my boy, we went to this like Mexican place last Sunday before last. And the food was banging. Like, I love this place. Shout out to Street Taco in downtown San Francisco. I can't remember the street, but that's the name of. If you guys are ever in San Francisco, go to Street Taco, get some delicious Mexican food. That's the only free promo of the day. Anyways, but nah. So like what I had, the food is delicious, but you got the guacamole and you got the pico and all that stuff. And I was like, man, that sure was good. I was like, you know what? But now I gotta walk back to the car.
And all this onions and garlic on my breath.
Smell myself for 10 minutes. Yeah, it was worth
Sit there with just your face twisted up underneath your mask.
Just mad. Ain't nothing worse than being mad at yourself, you know?
Oh no, you ain't got nobody to blame for being musty but yourself.
Exactly.
You got nobody to blame but your musty ass. You got the nerve to spread your legs like you don't stink.
Yeah. Hey man. Hey, I guess she guessed right. She's like, you know what? I think Baylyn's a trooper. I think, She's like, I think I got a soldier.
He's like, either this man resilient or he's desperate.
He's like, I got a real one.
Hey, whomst among us ain't take down something that's a little past his expiration date. We've all had some bad milk.
Yeah.
We've all had some bad milk. We've all ate some bad food.
We've all woken up with regrets.
Ooh. Who amongst us has not woken up? I wish I didn't do that.
Straight up.
I wish I didn't do that.
Yeah.
Why'd I do that? She was a very nice lady.
Yeah. I bet. Yeah, I bet. Yeah,
she was very nice. Yeah, man.
All right, well. Anywho, before we get out of here, I just wanted to we got the recap Snowfall a little bit.
New episode tonight.
Is it tonight? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a new episode tonight, bro.
Here we go at midnight.
Well, 10 o'clock for me, 7 o'clock for you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But nah, man. Do we have to put like a little spoiler? You know what I'm saying? If you haven't been caught up.
It's been a week.
Yeah, fuck you if you ain't listening. If you ain't watched the new episode, that's your beat. I'm so happy he got that. Like, he got T finally. I'm so happy.
Right.
Just sitting there stewing the whole season. Like, yo, where she even come from? Nobody knows. And now all of a sudden they buddy.
Yeah.
And she asking questions, working at the club.
Yeah.
Knew it was only a matter of time. And I'm glad Franklin finally got back on a good foot and got her up out of there.
I mean, it might be. Now I don't think they killed her at the end of the episode. I feel like they're gonna try to use her now. I mean, I don't know what exactly they could do, but I feel like they're gonna try to set up Man Boy somehow.
Oh, that's a fact. It would be out of his character to just kill T.
Yeah,
that would be more power than Snowfall.
Yeah,
so I think he gonna do that. Like, and honestly, I don't think Man Boy make it out. Like, he's too full of himself.
Yeah,
he talking like hubris is the downfall of man. He talking like he got everything figured out.
Yeah, I
think he gonna go down.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Yeah. And I think Khadijah might go down with him.
His sister.
Yeah, Jerome ain't looking like the happiest camper.
That's why I sort of that was like my like the hardest thing for me is like trying to figure out who's gonna make it, because I feel like everybody about to die. You know, like I don't see Happy the reporter, that's about to go one way. Even his Alton, I don't see anyone making it out. Maybe his mom.
Yeah, I think his mom we might not see his mom again.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna see his mom too much after this season.
You think?
I mean, I don't think so.
Is this supposed to be the last season?
Nah, they got renewed for a 5th one.
Okay.
This was supposed to be the last season because they don't got John Singleton no more and all that good stuff. This will be the 2nd season without him, right? He died after the 3rd season. So this is the 1st season without him. And I think he probably had like a good solid input before his passing. Mm-hmm. So this is going to be the 1st season without John Singleton or having any sort of like input. So I wonder how they're going to get that done. Yeah. But I think the person who doesn't survive is his pops. Like, I think his pops got to go. because he's talking about we got to go to Cuba, and
well,
I think Teddy might. Yeah,
he said he's gonna go regardless. Like, because he's like he tried to get the mom to come with him. I don't think she's gonna go. She said she wasn't going to. Mm-hmm. I feel like, yeah, Alton's he's gonna be out one way or the other. He's either gonna get to Cuba. I don't know if he got any money with him.
He might get to Cuba in a box. Shit.
Yeah.
He might not make it whole. He might not make it there whole. He might get there in pieces. Shit, he might not make it to the airport. Goddamn.
Right.
And it's like I honestly didn't think he was gonna tell. Cause like the situation that Irene put him in is like, you really think this one reporter is gonna take down the United States government?
Right.
Like you see, and like especially considering like where he came from, being a Panther, seeing how they took down the organization, and this one reporter is gonna save your life.
Right.
Like, nah, like you couldn't be sitting there like, yeah, nah, I'm gonna trust this one reporter because she got dirt. Even if she ran the story as this and named names, we already seen the Pentagon on her head.
Right.
The fucking her newspaper is turning against her. She got no support, and they broke in your house. And that's you naming names.
Yeah.
So like, you basically just got your family in the shit for nothing.
Right. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, he was, hella dumb. I remember like the first time he met her, he was like, how do you know reporters lying to you? They're running their mouth. So it was like, she don't have the power to protect y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, she can, even when he was like, when she was recording him and he's like, oh, you can't use this name. You can't, like, all you have is her word. You know what I'm saying? Like, she, like you said, she could have ran with all the names if she wanted to. She already got everything that she wants from you. I'm just trying to, I heard someone made the point that he was like trying to strong arm his family into listening to him, into running away, because that's the only way that they could get out of this is if they left. But it was like, I don't know, man. I guess, yeah, it was just like, I don't really see how you thought this was going to go other than you getting pistol whipped by your son.
Shit, boy. I thought he was going to shoot his daddy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, he lucky he was able to live to talk about it.
Yeah.
Like you killed me, you gonna kill me like you killed Andre? You lucky I ain't kill you like I killed Andre. Shitting me.
Nigga started quoting poetry after he got Shakespeare knocked into him.
Shit. Motherfucking channeled the spirit of Edgar Allan Poe when he got the 4-5 slapped across his fucking face. Shit me. Motherfucker, you can't trust that. You couldn't trust him when he was Calvin in New Jack and paid in full. You can't trust him now. He always fucking shit up, bro. Right. Just play your role.
Exactly.
Play your role, man. Like, you ain't have to do all that. What you think gonna happen in this episode? You got any predictions? Any thoughts?
People gonna die. I don't know who. Either I feel like I can't see Leon and his uncle making it, like either or. Really? Yeah, because they both about to ride. You know what I'm saying? Because they were leaving the hospital with his boy. So I feel like at least one of them is gonna be gone. I think. I don't know if Man Boy is gonna be. How many episodes are left?
This is the second to last one. Okay. We have 2 more. Not counting this one. We have 1.
Okay. Yeah, there's gonna be some death in this next episode. I can't really tell by who or anything. But it's sort of like how I'm watching the show now, because it's like I'm not really rooting for. There's no one really to root for in this to me. Like, to be honest with you, after was it last season when I can't even remember the girl's name, Melody, was that her name? Once Melody got on it, like my heart was broken. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just sort of watching now just to see like how they wrap it up, because that hurt. That I was like, like I wasn't shocked, but it was still like, no, so it's like now I just sort of want to see how they wrap it up.
Right.
So
it's crazy, like, because I rewatched it before the new season. I rewatched it from first to third, and it like I didn't realize on my first watch that Melody was still in high school.
Right. Yeah, she was just about to go to college.
Yeah. And like throughout the season, you just see her get older and older, and then as soon as the summer she's supposed to go away to college, hooked on crack, and it's like, yo, you would think, honestly, I would think like she was the last person. When that dude was like, "Oh yeah, let's smoke this rock," like you know what rock is, you know what rock does, and I understand being 18 and being like, it ain't gonna do nothing to me, I'm different, whatever. Bro, you've seen it. Like you've seen your best friend in Wanda turned out by the rock, and you want to smoke it?
Yeah.
And like when she got hooked on the shit, I was like, it was only a matter of time because she was already doing cocaine.
Right.
Like they kind of hinted at like she was the type, like she was like a wild card because she was already on cocaine. And the first thing she was drinking at like probably 16, talking to Franklin who's 21 or 20, and she's hella young. So like you could tell, like they made it very clear, she's gonna follow the crowd. She's not really a leader, she a follower type. And when they hooked her on it, I was like, I'm not surprised. I felt bad more so for Andre. Because know Andre really wanted his daughter to just get out and be successful.
Yeah,
and for her to get hooked on crack, it's crazy.
It's a toxic ass show because it's like they had you rooting against the good father. You know, that's who's really just trying to protect his daughter and protect his neighborhood. That's all he's trying to do. And it was like
all he was trying to do. Fuck Andre. Fuck Andre. I ain't forget what he did to Aunt Louie in that interrogation room.
Right.
I ain't forget he let Jerome get his ass whooped by them cops. He could have stopped it. I ain't forget that.
Yeah.
Broke into a nigga crib. You feel me? He wasn't trying to say. He was just like, I'm just trying to do my, like when cops shoot a nigga, we just doing our jobs type. Andre, that type of dude. Like, I mean, it's a shame to see him go how he went, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Somebody had to go, and he was the one that had to go. He had the dirt.
Yeah.
And if he'd have left well enough alone, went to Texas like he said he was, he'd probably still be alive today. If he ain't get gassed up.
If y'all ain't gas him up.
Shit, he'd still be alive right now if y'all ain't gas him up.
It's fucked up.
Shit, me.
Yeah.
Oh. You think? I honestly don't think anybody on the Saints side dies. I think Khadijah gets hit up because she's moving like she Pac, like she running around, fucking shooting up funerals, stabbing people, kidnapping people, and all that shit. She running around like she untouchable.
Yeah,
she gonna come around. It's gonna come back to her, and I honestly don't think she make it out.
Yeah, and I know this is like. There's been a couple things in this season that I was just like, this is dumb. This is, I don't like this. Is really? I don't know if it's necessarily bad writing, but just like I didn't like, and I know it's super cold, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not that dude or whatever, but the first thought that I had once Leon saw that he had killed the girl, like when he was looking in the back seat. My first thought was you gotta kill the mom too, bro.
Yeah, like, no witnesses.
You have
no witnesses.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a fucked up situation.
Yeah. If anything, my only discrepancy is when they killed Fatback.
Right.
It was him, it was Khadijah and that other girl.
Yeah.
They drugged him.
Yeah.
And then they dragged his fat ass into that warehouse, stabbed him, and then dragged his fat ass to the club. Ain't no fucking way.
Nah, not to. He was. they dragged him out of the car and tied him up to that. Oh, that's right. Because
they left his ass in front of the club. And it's like, ain't no fucking way. How?
Yeah.
Like one of them, he hit and almost broke her nose. And I understand she chloroformed him or whatever. Like even then,
the chloroform don't make him no lighter.
If anything, he's heavier because that's dead weight.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you carrying 300 plus pounds of dead weight, and that man was tall too. He's probably 6'3", 350 pounds, and they dragged him and tied him up. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And like she run around and with them two bumbling ass shooters. They ain't hit nobody but Louis.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna.
Nah, they only hit women. Because they hit another girl at the funeral, and then
they shot somebody else.
Yeah, they shot somebody else. It was just
shit.
Some random person. Weren't they the same people who had brought what they thought was Leon?
Yeah, they just killed some random little boy with an afro.
Yeah.
So they already got bodies on them so they're not the most competent. So they gonna get her got. Mm-hmm. The shooter's gonna get got, and I think Khadijah gonna take the fall for it. Like Khadijah, like Manboy might give up his sister to get what he wants. To get what he wants. Like, all right, you want this, you got to give up your sister because she shot my aunt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't think Khadijah making it out.
Yeah. I don't think she wants to. Which you lose your baby. You ain't got maybe feel like you
ain't got much to live for. You get the get back. It don't bring your daughter back. She gone. Yeah. And another thing that got me tight is he shot that backseat up. How she ain't get hit, bro? But the daughter get hit.
Yeah. I think, did she have the daughter in her
arms?
Yeah, that's how maybe it was like a human shield type situation. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, she just hold the baby up.
Nah, not on purpose. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's why I really hate the show. You know what I'm saying? It was like, man, this is so, so dark and
man, that was sad. Yeah. That was sad. It was sad. But I was rooting. If I was like, my man Fatback dumping in the car, feel me? And it's like, okay, so do you blame Khadijah for her baby getting shot or not?
Oh yeah, like what was y'all already knew what was going on because they had already put a hit out, weren't they? Yeah, they were already the same. Like the same dudes who were in the car were the ones who had done like a drive-by on Leon. So it was like y'all are like at war. You know what I'm saying? What's the baby doing in the car with? What are those two? What is the mama and the baby doing in the car with y'all, knowing like what y'all got going on? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I mean, just stupidness all around,
Oh yeah. So I if anything, I blame Leon for not, like you said, not finishing the job.
Right.
You got to finish what you start, even if it's fucked up and you got some type of code where you don't shoot women and children. Like, hey man, we at war.
Late. Yeah.
Exactly. We at war. We ain't doing this for play. This is for real.
Yeah. All you did was paint a target on you. So.
Exactly. Now you got people hunting for you and putting $5,000 on your head.
Yeah. Yeah.
And shit like that. But hey man, we gonna see what happens tonight.
Yep.
I for one can't wait. I'm very excited. I am very excited.
There we go.
Yes,
we can we've been going for about an hour. The only other thing I was just gonna say, if y'all haven't watched Invincible, make sure y'all do that. We'll
wonderful show.
We'll try to recap that next week.
I gotta start watching that. I want to be in tune.
Oh, so yeah, that's perfect then. Okay. Yeah, man. Like it was like it's very bingeable. You know what I'm saying? Like it took me like
this week to week type shit, or they put it all out at once. Week to week, I hate that.
Yeah, I know.
I hate that shit.
I think they got like 4 or 5. Yeah, they got like 4 or 5 eps out right now on Amazon Prime. So yeah, that kind of like segues perfectly to just like something that we want to introduce as well. Just we're gonna put the email in the description, and just like if y'all have any questions that you guys want us to answer, we get some good ones, we'll bring them up on the next show. But yeah, y'all watch Invincible, watch Snowfall. Welcome y'all to be a part of the conversation. Anything you want to talk about, anything you want us to talk about, just hit us up. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. You got anything else?
Yeah. Same shit as the last episode. Defund the police. You know what I'm saying? Free all political prisoners.
Yep.
For me, fuck the NYPD and all that. Thank you for listening. Stay safe. Stay dangerous.
At the same.
We're gonna see y'all next week. Exactly. You got to do both.
Yep.
All right, y'all. Peace.